Welcome to Arxflix. Today, we're exploring a fascinating research paper titled, "Not All Language Model Features Are Linear." This paper challenges the popular linear representation hypothesis in language models by proposing that some language representations might be inherently multidimensional. Traditional research has assumed that large language models operate using one-dimensional features. These features are thought to be manipulated within the model to perform computations. However, new evidence suggests that some representations might be more complex and multidimensional. The authors of this paper develop a robust definition of irreducible multidimensional features. They also introduce a scalable method using sparse autoencoders to identify these features in language models like GPT and Mistral 7b. Here's a fascinating visualization from the paper showing circular representations of days of the week, months of the year, and years in layer 7 of GPT-2 small. Previous models like GloVe and WordTube mapped semantic concepts to one-dimensional vector spaces. The widely accepted linear representation hypothesis built upon this by suggesting that all model behaviors could be understood as manipulations of these one-dimensional features. However, the new study argues that this linear approach is insufficient. They suggest that the real features that language models use are multidimensional. The authors make several key contributions. Firstly, they generalize the one-dimensional definition of model features to encompass multidimensional ones. Secondly, they create a theoretically sound and practical test for irreducible multidimensional features and apply this test to uncover new features in sample distributions. Thirdly, using sparse autoencoders, they identify multidimensional representations in models like GPT and Mistral 7b. Finally, they introduce intervention experiments to validate that these circular multidimensional features are crucial for solving specific tasks. Here is another figure showing the irreducibility testing of synthetic features. The left side shows a reducible feature, while the right side shows an irreducible feature. Sparse autoencoders decompose hidden states into sparse vector sums. The authors use these autoencoders to find irreducible multidimensional features by clustering dictionary elements based on pairwise cosine or Jacquard similarity. This is the dictionary learning loss function minimized during the autoencoder training. By applying their method, the authors found striking circular patterns in representations for days of the week and months of the year. These patterns were observed in both GPT and Mistral 7b models. Here's a figure showing the top two PCA components on certain tokens from Mistral and Llama models. The circular patterns here strongly suggest a multidimensional representation. To validate their findings, the authors designed modular arithmetic tasks using days of the week and months of the year. They found that models like Mistral 7 and Llama 3.8 use these multidimensional representations for problem solving in these tasks. The models performed well on tasks like 2 days from Monday is or 4 months from January is, revealing that these circular representations are indeed a fundamental unit of computation for these tasks. The study also performed intervention experiments, testing whether the circular features were causally responsible for the model's outputs. They used activation patching, where parts of the model's activations are swapped out from one run to another to test the impact. This visual representation of the intervention process shows how they manipulated the activation space to test their hypotheses. These interventions confirmed that the circular features are indispensable for solving the tasks accurately. This paper challenges the traditional view of one-dimensional linear representations in language models. By demonstrating the existence and importance of multidimensional features, it opens up new avenues for understanding how language models process complex information. It's a significant step towards uncovering the true nature of language model representations and how they operate. The findings suggest that to fully reverse engineer model algorithms, we need to account for these multidimensional features. While the study presents strong evidence, it leaves some open questions. For instance, are there more interpretable multidimensional features that we haven't found yet? The authors also suggest that future work should investigate larger models to see if these multidimensional features become more prevalent with scale. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of multidimensional features in language models. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more fascinating research summaries. See you next time on Arxflix. Thanks a lot to Element for supporting Arxflix and providing this wonderful voice.